Leaders in the Outer Banks say they can no longer afford to build back beaches that have been swallowed by the ocean, sending multiple houses collapsing in recent months.
Dare County says multiple communities are now at risk, but state law is holding them back from finding potential solutions. WRAL's Keenan Willard walks us through the difficult months ahead for the Outer Banks.
This is just one of the houses here in Rodanthe that's on the verge of collapsing into the ocean. And some of the roads here in the Outer Banks are being threatened too. But Dare County says there's really nothing they can do to stop it. Without a lifeline from the state or federal government, local leaders say they can't use their only tool to protect these communities. Rodanthe caught the world's attention last May when two oceanfront homes on the same street collapsed within a matter of hours. Video of one of the crashes went viral, but a year later, not much has improved.
Our hands are tied. It's because of the money. We don't have a lot of options. We have an option at this point, and it's beach nourishment.
Dare County leaders say by state law, the only way they can build up oceanfront beaches is through beach nourishment, a process of taking sand from elsewhere and depositing it on the eroded shoreline. Nearly $100 million was spent on these projects in Outer Banks beaches in 2021, with Dare County spending $30 million of that. But this week, they held a meeting to explain why it's not happening in Rodanthe.
The county doesn't have funds to pay for a beach nourishment project. We don't have $30 million to do that. And without an influx of new money, we aren't going to be in a position to nourish in Rodanthe.
They also say state law bans them from even studying alternative ways to build up the beaches. County leaders say unless the state or federal government give them funding, they can't stop this erosion.
When do we begin the discussion about other tools? Because one day, we're going to use up all the sand that's close enough that we can put it on the beach. One day, it's going to be too expensive, not only to do new projects, but do the projects that we've got to do. And what do we do then?
It's not just a crisis of vacation homes. Outer Banks residents say the surf is washing over roads from Rodanthe down to Hatteras Island, sometimes leaving them trapped in their homes for days after storms.
We can't just give up. This is going to affect not just Rodanthe, but the entire Hatteras Island.
Some Rodanthe homeowners are turning to desperate measures. On Seagull Street, every one of these homes is being moved back 45 feet from the ocean. The county says it should buy them a few years, but won't stop home collapses elsewhere.
It's reaching a crisis point here, and our legislators are paying attention. I am a betting man, and I'm going to bet that the first 6 months are not going to be good of 2023 here on the Outer Banks.
Keenan Willard, WRAL News, Dare County.
And Dare County is working on a study to determine how much a beach nourishment project would cost for Rodanthe. That's expected to be finished by March.